Hey guys, welcome to this week's weekly challenge. Every first Friday of the month, our church sets aside that day for a day of prayer and fasting. And so it happens to be that this week, this Friday, is the first Friday of May. And so I want to encourage you guys to be a part of the prayer and fasting that the whole church does. Now, what is that? What fasting is traditionally throughout Scripture, it's when we set aside not eating food for the point and purpose of prayer. And so we set aside food, and during those times that you normally would eat, and so you're choosing not to eat that day for your fast, you would pray instead of eat. And throughout the day, whenever your stomach kind of growls and you get those hunger pains, it's a reminder of, oh, I'm praying today. I'm setting aside this day for a day of prayer. And so it's just a way that your body kind of reminds you and helps you when you feel those hunger pains and your stomach growls to begin praying. And the reason why we've done with food traditionally is the idea that we all need food to live, and so it's something that's very important. And in the same way, we also need God in order to live. We are dependent upon Him for our very survival. And so that's why we kind of set aside food, and because of that reminder of how important food is for life, how important God is for our life as well. And so it's a great way to help us to set aside something that we normally need every single day. We set that aside, and instead we take time to pray. So I want to challenge you guys to be involved with that you fast and pray this Friday. Now, it doesn't have to be food. You can fast from anything, but whatever you choose, it needs to be something that's important to you. If you're going to fast from it and set it aside and not partake of that for the day, then it has to matter. It has to really mean something. If you say, oh, well, I'm going to fast from coffee, and you don't drink coffee, it really doesn't make a difference for you, right? If you say, oh, I'm going to fast from riding my bike, and you haven't ridden your bike in 4 years, again, it's not really that big of a thing. But if you say that you're going to fast from something, it needs to be something that that you use a lot, or that it's important to you. So maybe fasting from maybe your phone for the day, or fasting from your streaming service for the day, or whatever it is. But it needs to matter, something that's important. So that time that you would be using this thing or doing that thing that you're fasting from, instead you're using that time to pray. And so I want to challenge you guys this week to be involved in our first Friday of the month day of fasting and prayer this Friday. Set aside something. It could be food. You could miss a meal, a breakfast, lunch, that kind of thing, and pray during that time, or something else. But whatever it is, set something aside for the point and purpose that you pray. And that's what it's all about, that you're praying for our church, for our country, for your family, for your friends, for everything. You just set aside some time, very intentionally focused on prayer. So that's your challenge this week. And as always, down below, we have our reading guide in the description and on Instagram, where you can check it out. If you're interested in having some things to read in the Bible, we gave you this guide, giving you 2 different chapters a day that you can read along. This week, it's all about women in the Bible. So some great stories about ladies of Scripture. So I hope you follow along with us there. Again, Wednesday night, we'll be doing our Zoom burn. I hope you can come and join us for that. Thursday morning, our Zoom time together, where we play games and hang out. Come check that out. And then on Friday, we'll have our next table talk discussion drop as well. So a lot of stuff. I hope you come and check us out this week. And then on Friday, remember, pray and fast. Love you guys, and see you later. Bye.